Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a sit-down chit-chat video sharing with you some of my favorite ways to elevate your style and create a more coherent wardrobe. Now, I understand that style is very subjective. It varies from person to person. We enjoy different things. We have different dislikes and likes and so on. We also have a different idea of what great style looks like. I personally enjoy classic, timeless wardrobe. That's what I am drawn towards. That's what I feel my best in. And so today's video is going to be focusing on creating more of that capsule classic wardrobe that you can enjoy for many years to come. Now, starting off with my first tip, which is to be brutal when you go shopping, especially if you're able to be at a physical store, try on the different items you're thinking about purchasing. One of the tips that I like to implement is when I'm in the changing room, I'll take my phone out and I'll either take a photo or I'll make a video with that outfit on. I then walk out of the store, I go home, or I just take my time and after a few hours, I look at the picture, I look at the video just to see what that item actually looks like. And the reason for doing that is, first of all, quite often what I find is when you go to a store, the mirrors are positioned a certain way to make us look a little bit more leaner, a little bit taller, and it's not always a true reflection of what that item actually looks like on you. Whereas if you take a photo, I feel like you have a better vision of what that item looks like, whether or not you like how it makes you look, whether or not you like the cut, and so on. You just get a different perspective on that piece. And quite often, when I do that and I look at the photo, I end up not purchasing that item because I actually don't think it looks great on me. I don't like the way it makes me look, and so on. I think it's a great way to make sure you're only introducing pieces into your wardrobe that you will truly love wearing because you enjoy how it makes you feel and how you look in them. The other tip that I want to share with you is take your time. Don't hurry into purchasing new items. Quite often, if there's something that I have on my mind, I will give myself a few days to really make sure that this item is something that is going to mix and match well with other pieces in my wardrobe, that it's actually something I really want. And if after a few days I kind of lose my interest, it's sort of like I kind of like it, but I'm not sure anymore, then it's a good indication that this is not a piece that you're going to reach for on a regular basis. The key here is to create a wardrobe that you love, and every single piece in your wardrobe is something that you truly love wearing and that you feel fantastic in. And then at the same time, you have to be very honest and brutal with yourself. When you're looking for a specific piece, you sometimes compromise. Maybe the color isn't exactly what you were looking for, maybe the cat isn't exactly what you were looking for, but you kind of just put that to the side and you say, you know what, it's close enough. I'm gonna get it. Quite often, what happens when I buy a piece that isn't exactly what I had in mind is that after a little bit, after I bring it into my closet, I wear it once or twice, I start resenting that piece because I know it wasn't exactly what I wanted. Making sure you only introduce items into your wardrobe that you really love, that you know you're gonna be reaching for on a regular basis, I think is the key to curating that wardrobe that you love and that you wear not only this season but year after year. The other important aspect to cultivating a wardrobe that you truly love is investing in high quality materials. For example, cotton, wool, silk, cashmere. Those are natural fibers that not only do they make your outfits look more expensive, a little bit more refined, but they also typically last in your closet a lot longer than synthetic materials. I think synthetic materials, first of all, can quite often make your outfits look cheap. And then on top of it, they don't last as long as natural fibers. I understand that synthetic materials are a lot cheaper. It's not as expensive as natural fibers, but there are some really great companies that do provide natural materials at a price that is reasonable. The other thing I want to mention that kind of ties to what I just mentioned earlier is it's not really about luxury brands. I think you can have a great style without investing into luxury brands. If that is your a cup of tea, then that's wonderful. I think if you can afford it, all the power to you. Even if you can afford it or you can't afford it, you just don't want to spend that kind of money on clothes, then there are some really great options out there. Brands that make really good quality items without the logos, which brings me to my next point. Having big logos splattered across your clothes, in my opinion, and that's just my personal opinion, obviously, as I said earlier, we all have different likes and dislikes, but in my opinion, having big logos spread across your clothes can make your outfits look a bit cheaper. And there's just that aspect of trying too hard, which, when it comes to classic timeless style, it definitely has that feel of effortless, chic vibe. The other side of the coin is that logos can quite often be attached to what's trending in fashion at the moment. And so, if you're investing a lot of money into pieces with logos, it is quite possible that the next season that piece is no longer going to be in style, and then you feel like you need to chase the next wave, the next style trend, and it's a never ending perpetual um, chasing your tail that can be quite exhausting, and it never allows you to relax. It can also feel like a constant state of not enough and wanting the next thing and never feeling satisfied with what you already have, and actually enjoy wearing pieces you have over and over again and feel proud and really confident in the outfits that you are wearing. What I'm saying is that trends can be wonderful. I think it's a great way to get inspired, to perhaps bring our wardrobe back to life with a certain piece that you just really love that season. And quite often, trends are part of a classic, timeless design. As we all know, trends come and go, and part of that is because those classic, timeless designs keep coming in and out, and in reality they never really go out of style. So it can be a great way to make your outfits pop a little bit, just to have fun with your style. I think there's nothing wrong with it, but in general I would say don't worry too much about following the trends. As long as you're investing in classic, timeless silhouettes, I have a feeling you're going to be really happy with your wardrobe. Where we go wrong is looking for that next hit, looking for that next trend to make us feel like we have a great closet. And at the end of the day, that's never going to satisfy you, because when the season is done and that item is not in style anymore, you're going to feel like, okay, now I got to go and get a new piece. While incorporating some trends can be fun, balance is crucial. Avoid being too trendy, as trends come and go. The next key when it comes to elevating one's style is investing in those key basic pieces, making sure that your closet has a great pair of jeans that you love wearing, a buttoned up shirt, a blazer, a great pair of shoes that is flexible, you can wear with different outfits. Building a foundation of good quality basics will make the mixing and matching process a lot easier. Investing in neutral color palette before you go out and splurge on all kinds of colors and prints is really important. A neutral color palette such as black, navy, white, gray, beige will allow you to create different outfit formulas with ease, and it is quite easy to pair them together. They balance each other out, and so it's just really simple to create outfits that look polished and put together. And then at the same time, investing in good quality accessories. When I think of accessories, I often think when you bake a cake, you have the cake, then you have the icing, you have your decorations, and the decorations and the icing is a way for you to put your own stamp on that cake and make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more individual. And accessories play the same role when it comes to our outfits. It just gives us an opportunity to make the outfit a little bit more individual, a little bit more interesting. It's a way to express who you are as a person, to express your personality. Investing in quality accessories such as belts, shoes, watches, jewelry pieces, scarves, purses, is a great way to elevate any outfit and to make your outfits look a little bit more refined. They are little details, easy to implement, but they can quite often have a big impact on your outfits. In the same breath, I think having pieces that have sentimental value or adding pieces into your style that have sentimental value that perhaps you got from your aunt, your grandma, or your mom, somebody that is close to you, is another great way to elevate your outfits and to make them look a little bit more unique and individual. I feel like, it's not that hard to recreate an outfit we see online, on Instagram, or even here on YouTube. We can all do that, but it's really more about adding those special details to that outfit that means something to you. Maybe nobody else will know or understand that this used to belong to your mom, but you know, and that's what matters. But having those little details sprinkled around your outfits will really make sure that your outfits are a little bit more interesting and full of life, and not just replicas of something that perhaps you saw online or someone else was wearing. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I think we all gather inspiration from one another. I certainly get inspired by other women that I see online, and I think that's a gift of being able to be online and inspire one another. But at the same time, I think it's important to incorporate those sentimental pieces into your wardrobe that will bring a different dimension into that outfit. One of the most important aspects of looking put together is making sure that your clothes are well tailored, adjusting the hem of your pants or getting a jacket tailored. It is crucial, and it also comes down to knowing your body type and knowing what looks great on you and what kind of silhouettes fit your body and make you feel your most comfortable self. And quite often, when we look at trends, we kind of get swayed and um, steered in the wrong direction because we want that trendy item, but it doesn't always look so great on our body. And I've done that few times and I paid the price for it. I tend to opt for timeless and classic silhouettes rather than trendy styles. Timeless pieces never go out of style and can be worn for various occasions. Learning the art of layering, I think, is also very important when it comes to improving one's style. A well layered outfit can add depth and sophistication to any style. It is a way to just add a little bit more dimension into your outfits. So, for example, you can be wearing a t shirt, maybe a buttoned up shirt, and then the third layer can be a blazer or a coat. Or even adding different jewelry pieces, adding those belts, different accessories to your outfit is another way to layer and make the outfits a little bit more interesting. Style is definitely a form of self expression, so don't be afraid to express your personality, who you are through your style. And at the end of the day, I think it's really important not to take it too seriously. It's not supposed to stress us out, it's supposed to be a fun activity, which also means that from time to time we might change our minds about our personal style. And that is okay. I think you need to give yourself some room to, first of all, experiment with it and try on different things and see what you like and what you don't like before you get to that stage where you realize, okay, this is it. This is what makes me feel my best. I have certainly gone through that in my style journey where I've tried different things and I just realized, okay, it's not me. I don't really feel like myself when I wear that. And just kind of coming to that point where you have a better grasp of what it is that you enjoy wearing and that makes you feel your most confident self, which takes me to my next point, and that is make sure whatever you wear, it makes you feel your best. It's about being comfortable. It's about feeling your best. When you have confidence, it automatically upgrades your style. There's just something non physical that comes through. And without confidence, it doesn't matter what kind of outfit you're wearing, it is definitely not going to have the same impact as when you feel good about yourself. Confidence is definitely a key ingredient that we all need to cultivate in order for our style to improve, in order for us to look polished and more put together. Without feeling confident, our clothes just don't have that spark. Personal grooming plays a role in your style. Overall appearance, making sure that your nails are clean, your hair is washed, making sure your clothes are well ironed, making sure that the buttons are not falling off, the shoes are clean, your purse is not falling apart. Those little details contribute to a polished appearance. Speaking from personal experience, there have been a few times where I went out, had coffee with someone, and my nails are not done. And during that conversation, obviously I'm paying attention to that person, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, I hope they don't look down on my nails because I'm just feeling so self-conscious about it. And I know in the scheme of things, it's a little thing, it doesn't really matter. But when it comes to personal appearance and those grooming habits, I people notice stuff like that. We quite often look at someone else's hands. And so for now, I just make sure I do my nails so that when I go out into the world, I don't have to worry and stress whether or not someone's going to look down on my hands. I can relax and I can fully be in that conversation with that person instead of being self-conscious about my nails. And it can be a relaxing situation or it can be a more stressful situation because we are not feeling confident and our best. So I think just taking care of yourself, making sure that you give your body what it needs so that you actually have the energy to want to get dressed and look put together. I think when we're not feeling well, the last thing we care about is looking great. At least that's how I am, making sure that I actually do what I need to do for my body so that I can have the energy to get dressed and, take care of myself is another really important aspect when it comes to looking put together and looking your best. So, those are some tips and tricks that I like to implement when thinking about improving my style, creating a wardrobe that I love. I hope those were helpful. Do let me know what are some of your tips and tricks that you like to implement when it comes to your style, looking more put together. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.